Today it was supposed to be a JJK video. Nah, bro. Fuck that. It's big bleach. It's big bleach time. Oh my days. You guys were there. When Bleach had nothing. When Bleach was struggling for air. Now we're up. Oh my. Oh. Big Bleach, you know. It's got a new game. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna become a shut-in. I'm going to become a different shut-in. A different level shut-in. Oh my gosh. Yo. I was sleepy. Like 5 seconds ago. I was sleepy 5 seconds ago. I just woke up, bro. I saw that shit. I woke up, bro. My eyes open. I awakened. Oh my. Oh. A new Bleach game. Finally. As a Bleach fan, this feels mad. If you didn't know, it's a 1v1 3D arena fighter made by Tamsoft with, quite frankly, unreal graphics and art direction. With a story mode which goes up to the Aranka arc and is seemingly more than just a glorified sideshow that you and your friends slap together at the last minute. Now, I doubt it will be fully animated, but honestly, I think we've seen more story animation in this trailer alone than the entirety of JJK Curse Clash's story. But yeah, this game looks cold as a bitch. But there's still a lot of questions we have, like the most important one being what the actual gameplay is going to be like. Or even more importantly, is there going to be a swimsuit costume for Orihime? But those questions have no real basis. You can look at Tamsoft's previous work, but I still think that's kind of like shooting in the dark. However, the question I'm going to put my 2 cents into is what the roster is actually going to look like. And I think I'm the first one to do it. Just as an aside, when it comes to this game, I've seen some hate when it comes to the fact that it's an arena fighter, and I do agree in general, anime games can and should do more, but in Bleach's case, I think that this is the best genre for it. A 2D fighter wouldn't be able to capture the larger than life attacks, but only in a fighting game can you have fights with endless replay value, and as we all know, cool looking fights is fundamental to Bleach. And also, only in a game like this can you have a roster worthy of the series. So let's see what Tamsoft may have in store for us. So, to accurately try to predict the roster, we need to discuss how many characters are going to be in the game. Now, looking at one of Tamsoft's last games, we can see that there were around 30 characters on release, but seeing as this was about a decade ago, and now we're looking at a much bigger franchise, that number could definitely be more. So, what else can we use to base this prediction off? Well, that would be what is playing in the background, the trailer. If we look at the trailer, there are 8 confirmed characters, being Renji, Ichigo, Rukia, Chad, Uryu, Byakuya, Urahara, and Yoruichi. Even though Yoruichi didn't show anything, it's pretty much confirmed. Hell, even White could be a character as shown at the end of the trailer, and in the story you'll need to fight him anyway, but it just depends if he's an Ichigo clone or not. I think he could be a character on his own, since there are a lot of fighting style differences between the two. Also, there is Orihime, who will most likely be in it, but I'm just sticking to the ones that are confirmed without a doubt. And heck, I guess that just means that it's a conservative guess, and there is likely more. Now, using the 8 characters we see in the trailer, we can estimate the final roster. How so? Well, first trailers in games must show the audience characters to get them excited. However, can't show too many because they either aren't finished or simply want to save the announcement. Thus, there is a connection between the initial characters shown and the final roster. If the game has a big roster, the company are more likely to be more frivolous with the characters shown at first. If the company knows there aren't that many characters, they're going to be more conservative. So let's look at other games to see what this ratio may be. Now to Storm Connections only showed 2 characters and released with 10. JJK Curse Clash showed 4 characters and released with 15. Dragon Ball FighterZ showed 6 characters with a roster of 24. And Sparking Zero showed a whopping 17 characters and boasts a roster of 164 characters. Jesus, what the hell? These niggas must have sold their body to the devil, because how the Anyway, I think this proves my theory to an extent. No, it's not an exact calculation, but it does help our prediction. Like, we definitely aren't getting some dead 15 character rosters. Allow that. I mean, the only thing that contradicts this heavily is if the game is very late into its development when the announcement gets dropped, like My Heroes 1's Justice, which was announced like 4 months before the game actually came out and showed over half of its flipping roster. But I don't think that's the case for this game, since we haven't even got like the year it's gonna come out. So where will I put it? Well, I would put this game in the late 30s, maybe 40s. It's hard to tell, and this is a very early prediction, but it seems that there has been a lot of effort put into this game and that they are the right people for the job. So I'm going to go on the high side with 47 characters. I said it, no going back. This could be a mad prediction, or yeah, I could be laughed at. But now that we've got our target, let's try to fill it out. So with the 8 we already have, let's start with the characters in the Substitute Shinigami arc. Firstly, Orihime. I don't see why this character wouldn't be in the game. They have the character model at least, so I think it makes sense. Soul Society, I think we could get a cheeky Ganju. He plays a pivotal role in that arc, even though he's kind of irrelevant, so they could use his fireworks and sand palm to make him work. But now we get into the obvious picks, that being the 13 Court Guard squad captains. That being Gin, Tozen, Dogman, Aizen, Kenpachi, Sunsui, Soifon, Mayuri, Unohana, Jushiro, and the head captain Yamamoto Genryusai Shigekune. That might be my favorite name in the series to say. That shit hit different. As for the vice captains, I think we can get a Rongiku, Ikaku, Yumichika, and Shuhei. Yeah, fuck Omaida, fuck Isane, fuck Chojuro. This nigga had a Bankai and got chin checked by someone who just learned it, man. What is this power looking at? So, yeah, man. Anyways, let's move on to the Orankas. Again, obvious stuff is obvious. We gotta put in the 9 Espada, that being Yami, Arunyero, Zomari, Zalapuro, Noitora, Grimjao Jagajak. Kubo cooks through these names, man. I swear to God. Ukiura, also a code name, Haribo. Yeah, bruh. These goddamn devs better be like they were in their last game, man. Put that, whatever. Where was I? Baragons, Broken Ass, Stark, Neliel, Ishin, and we're gonna get at least one other version of Ichigo and Aizen, that being Dangai and Butterfly Aizen. One character I'm not sure about is Vasto Lord Ichigo, because I think it'll be cool if he could like transform from his base form into Vasto Lorde after he dies, and acting as kind of like a revive mechanic. I'm pretty sure the developers said they want the fights to be able to play out like they did in the anime. Now, imagine with me for a second. You and your boys playing Ichigo versus Ukiura, yeah? He has the advantage, he's kicking your ass, you're dead at the game. But after you die, you got full meter or whatever, you pop that and then you come back, you're in the Wakemundo map, and you just go have it, then you make a comeback with Vasaluna. Bro, that could be some legendary shit, man. Despite this, most likely he'll still be his own character. Oh, and you gotta put the visors in as well. Well, some of them. Oh, and Soifon is interesting as well, interesting character. I doubt they'll do her insta-kill, but they did allude to insta-kill on their page. Shunsui could also be cool if they implement his games well, but I don't know, that's kind of a techie one, but hopefully they like are able to adapt that. Adding White on top of that, we've got our full 47 character roster, but we are not done just quite yet, because we've got all these characters, but what maps are they going to play on? So I'm just going to run through a couple of maps which I think are going to make it into the game, simply going off of the maps that we need within the game in order to tell the story from the beginning of the series all the way to the Oranka arc. So starting off with a couple which you've already seen in the trailer: Karakura Town Streets, middle of Karakura Town Park, Ichigo's mom's gravesite, well, near it in the forest, Urahara Training Ground, Rukongai, Soul Society Ground Level, Soul Society where the Shunsui fight took place, Soul Society at the steps where Ichigo vs Renji took place, Soul Society where the Kenpachi fight took place, Ichigo's Inner World, Bankai Training Ground, Renji vs Byakuya where that fight took place, Soul Society Entrance, Soul Society Sokyoku Hill, the Visored Base, Hueco. We're probably going to get a lot of Last Noche's rooms. I don't know exactly which ones, but I think the first one that is essential is the room where Ichigo vs Dodoni took place. Last Noche's Desert, Ryukyo vs Arunyero where that fight took place, Last Noche's start of the Ukiura fight, Last Noche's Canopy, destroyed Karakura Town, flooded Inner World, and the desert where Ichigo vs Aizen took place. And also, I think stage transitions would be a smart idea for this game because most locations are quite close in proximity to each other. Like, there's only a handful of places where the show actually takes place. And yeah, that's pretty much all she wrote for this video. The only last thing I might mention for the character roster would be the fact that we might need to get a base Rukia and a base Ichigo, you know, without his Shikai, because he uses that in the show, but maybe it might just be a skin, but they fight quite differently, so they might throw that in there, so the roster might go up to 49. But this should be close. I'm too gassed for this game, and even thinking further ahead to the DLC, we could get some characters from Execution and, you know, big characters being from the 1000-Year Blood War. I think it would be cool if instead of making a whole new game, they do a 1000-Year Blood War expansion and get a new story like part, and obviously characters along with it. But let me not go too far. Let me stop the video. The video's coming to the end, but I hope everybody enjoys watching this, and yeah, do everything every other YouTuber tells you to do. But do for me, because, you know, I'm a real one, innit? Next video is still coming, even though I said fuck JJK though. The domain expansion video is still coming. That is giving characters that don't have domains currently domain expansions. That's coming soon. And if you want to look at my last video, killing Gojo, or how to kill Gojo, go check that out, yeah. Go away, cause you so sorry. You so sorry. No, you so sorry. No, you so sorry. No, you so sorry. No, you so sorry.